This story is about a poor man who made small rat traps of wire. He wandered from place to place selling these rat traps, but he could not earn enough to make both ends meet. So he had to beg as well as reason to petty thefts. His clothes were in rags, his cheeks were sunken, and he had often to remain hungry. His life was sad and monotonous. One day, while selling rat traps, an idea struck his mind. He thought that the whole world is also like a rat trap. In a rat trap, the rat is caught when he is attracted to the bait. Then he tries to eat it. In the same way, the world sets baits for people. These baits are riches, joys, shelter, food, and clothing. When a person is tempted towards these baits, he is caught like a rat. The peddler thought that life had never been kind to him. This world was just like a rat trap to him. One dark evening, he was walking along the road with great difficulty. He noticed a little grey cottage by the roadside. He knocked on the door. An old man welcomed him. He was a crofter without wife or children. The old man was happy to get someone to talk to in his loneliness. He fed the peddler and played a game of cards with him until bedtime. The old man told him that he had been a crofter at Ramsjow Iron Works. Now he earned his living by selling his cow's milk. He said that the previous month he had received 30 kroners in payment. The old man showed him the money, which he kept in a leather pouch hung on a nail in the window frame. The next morning, both the men left the cottage at the same time. But half an hour later, the peddler came back to the house. He went to window, smashed the pane, and got hold of the pouch. He took out the money and hung the pouch back in its place. Then he went his way. With the stolen money in his pocket, it was not safe for the peddler to walk on the public highway. So he turned off the road into a forest. Later in the day, he got into a big and confusing forest. He walked and walked without coming to the end of the forest. Now he felt that the world was really a big rat trap. The money he had stolen was the bait and he had been trapped. Darkness was descending. It was late in December and the forest was getting cold. When he had lost hope of survival, he heard a sound. It was the sound of hammer strokes coming from an iron mill. He got up and moved with difficulty towards the sound. The rat trap seller reached the Ramsjow Iron Works and entered it. The blacksmith looked at him with indifference. He asked permission to stay there for the night, which was granted by the chief blacksmith. After some time, the iron master who owned the mill came for his nightly inspection. He saw the peddler who was in rags. He mistook the peddler for an old acquaintance, Niels Olof. He wondered why his old friend was in rags. The peddler had never seen him, nor did he know his name, but he told the ironmaster that he was running into bad luck. The ironmaster told him that he should not have resigned from the regiment. Then the ironmaster invited him to his house for the Christmas Eve, but the peddler did not want to fall into any fresh trouble, so he emphatically refused to go with him. The ironmaster had a young daughter named Adela. He thought that his daughter might persuade his old friend to stay with them. So he went home and brought his daughter. Adela looked at him compassionately. She requested him to come to her home. At last, the rat-trap seller agreed and went with them. The next day was Christmas. The servant had bathed him, cut his hair, and shaved him. When the ironmaster came into the dining room, he looked at him in broad daylight. Now he realized that he had been mistaken and that man was not his old friend. He thundered at him and asked him who he was. He threatened to call the sheriff, but the peddler said that it was not his fault. He had not tried to deceive anybody. At this, the ironmaster asked him to go away, but the ironmaster's daughter wanted the peddler to stay with them that day. She said that they let him stay and enjoy a day of peace. They should not chase away a man whom they had promised invited to enjoy the Christmas joy. Then she asked him to sit down and eat. In the evening, the Christmas tree was lighted. He thanked everybody. The next morning, the ironmaster and his daughter went to church for Christmas service. The rat-trap seller was still asleep. At church, the ironmaster and his daughter came to know that one of the old crofters had been robbed by a man who sold rat traps. That news made Adla sad. Her father was afraid that the rat trap seller might have stolen all their silver spoons in their absence. But the wallet told them that the peddler had not taken anything with him, rather, he had left a little package for the girl. She found a small rat trap in the package. Inside the package, there were three 10 kroners notes and a letter. In his letter, he thanked her for being so nice to him, as if he was really a captain. He did not want her to be troubled with a thief on Christmas. He requested her to return the money to the old crofter. He wrote that the rat trap was a Christmas present to her.